Hi everyone, welcome back to Sun's Arts. If you're new, welcome to the family. Today's video is all about spring blooms. So let's start with DIY number 1. For this, I'm going to take one of the board that I used for Easter, and I'm going to place one of this Happy Easter sign on top of this. So I'm going to paint this with the white chalk paint that I prepared at home, and I'll share the recipe one of these days. I've been just forgetting to do that, and I just painted all over the board, and I'm going to let it dry. After it is completely painted, 2 coats of it, and after it is dried, I am taking thin pointed pencil and I'm trying to freehand draw some flowers and leaves. And this board already has the shape of the leaves and the borders, so I'm going to highlight that and convert that into bigger and small leaves. I'm also trying to draw lotuses in the center with vines. I know you cannot really see the design of it. I'm going to show after it is completely done, and I'm going to paint it, then you can really see the design. This is the completed design. You can faintly see the pencil marks of it. Now I'm going to try using this marker that came in the pack, but that is not so effective, so I went back with my paint. So I just took this green paint. This is a lime green Ceramcoat paint, and I'm going to cover that with on the borders as the leaves. As you can see, the border cutouts, so I'm going to take like 6 of them uniformly having the same lime green color, and this is how it looks after all the leaves are being painted. Now I'm going to take this dark green paint from Dollar Tree, and I'm going to take the other cutout, the smaller ones, as like a tiny green leaves. So I'm going to paint all the 6 of them with this dark green, and this is how it looks after it is done. I also painted the vines with the same dark green paint. I took some time to decide what colors of the flowers that I should go with, so I went with the coral pink, and one was the salmon pink and the light pink. I think I went with the salmon pink for other set of flowers, that is the pink, and the inner part of the same flower I just went with the lighter pink, so I went with 2-tone flower for another one. So I'm just working my way to finish all the flowers, and I'm going to show how they all look after it is done. This is how it looks after it is completely done. I'm so happy how these flowers turned out. So don't you agree? This turned out gorgeous, right? Now I have to highlight all of these designs with this Sharpie. I'm just gently drawing the borders of the flowers, vines and leaves, just to give like a nice definition, and also the florals will look more prominent and pretty. Look how beautiful this turned out. So now it's time to attach this to the board. I also took one of this bloom board from the Dollar Tree calendars. So I'm just gently trying to take the bird and the leaves. Then I decided the birds are like covering the most of the flowers, so I just went with just the bloom sign. I'm attaching the bloom sign in the center of the floral wreath with the glue stick, and then after it is stuck, this is how it looks. And now I'm taking a generous amount of hot glue, and I'm trying to stick this floral wreath on top of it, and this is how it looks. It's so gorgeous. I'm just loving it. And I have a couple of ribbons that I pre-made for another sign, and I'm also taking one of this green burlap ribbon piece. I'm trying to make a bow out of it, and I'm trying to attach this with one of the wire that I cut out from the borders of the ribbon, and this is actually helping me in tying the ribbon and making it a bow. And using a dab of a hot glue, I'm trying to attach all the bow. Actually, I'm trying to attach the first one to the base, and then this pink ribbon bow on top of it, and another green gingham bow on top of it, and the layering looks so nice all together. And I attached one of the cute bud rose in the center to finish the look. So what do you think? I'm just loving it. After it is done, I thought something was missing, so I went with distressing it with some of the antique wax. I just took a little bit of it and I'm doing the dab with the brush and then dry brushing all over the borders first to highlight those stones that I stuck, and also I'm going across the board in a couple of motions in like a parallel motion, so it looks like it's in the same direction. It's like uniformly dry brushed and it looks so gorgeous after it is completely distressed. This video would be part of What Would You Make playlist, and this is hosted by Zana over OK at Home DIY and Connie over Connie's Creations, and the guest host would be CeeJ or CeeJ's DIYs. I'm going to leave the links of all these beautiful, amazing, creative ladies in my description box, as well as the playlist of all the great creators. So let's move on to DIY number 2. For this DIY, I'm going to use one of this wooden palette from Dollar Tree, and I chalk painted all over this, and I just took it off screen. And I'm going to let it dry, and once it is dried, I'm going to distress it with some antique wax. And I did the same process that I did before. I just took a little bit of an antique wax in a dab motion. I'm just taking one of this dry brush and I'm trying to dry brush all over the board. Now I took some of this sticker letters and I just spelled bloom with that, and I also got this 2 tiny eye-like thing which came inside the O. I just stuck it on top of the O's to just give like somebody is raising the eyebrows. That's the thing that I was going with, and it worked out. Then I took some of these florals. I think this one is a Japanese cherry blossom, and I don't know the names of other flowers, but they're also dainty and pretty and pink in color. And I'm just planning to arrange which flower goes where and the leaves. After I got the right plan which one goes where, I'm just taking a little bit of a hot glue and I'm trying to stick all these flowers and leaves in the places. And this is how the board looks on the top part of the floral arrangement. Now I'm going to take some of this greenery that I got from Dollar Tree and I stuck to the base of the board just like so. Now I also took some of this dainty greenery and I'm just chopping it, and I'm going to attach those in those green leaves and fill the whole base of the board with the thick greenery. And this is how it looks after it is completely stuck. So this is the final reveal of my first wooden board with this wooden wreath with the lotuses running around. I'm just so happy how this drawing came out. I hope you enjoyed. You have to let me know what you think also. And I tried freehanding the whole drawing. It's been long. I just freehanded any design like that. So I'm so happy how this turned out. And I also stuck the bloom sign that I got from a Dollar Tree calendar, and I distressed the board and I stuck nice bow on the top, which is actually going along with all the colors that are going with this DIY. I'm so happy how this turned out. You have to let me know what you think as well. And this is the next wooden palette decor with the same bloom sign, and this is spring bloom, so it's so appropriate for the season. I'm so happy how this whole palette turned out like a fence, and the flowers are growing and the grass is growing on the base. So you have to let me know what you think. You also see the same way I see. So yeah, this is one of it. I'm so happy about it. Please let me know what your thoughts are. And these are the two of my spring bloom sign, one in the wooden board, another one in the wooden palette. And I'm so happy how these two turned out. I had so much fun making these two. I hope you enjoyed watching and working along with me. And if you like something like this and you would wish to join the Sun's Arts family, please hit on the subscribe button and join the family. I would be more than happy to have you. And please do not forget to hit on the bell icon for me for the notifications when I upload any videos like this. And thank you so much for the love and support that you've been giving towards my channel, and I wish the support continues forever. And I appreciate each and every one of you for the support and love. And thank you so much for watching today, and I'll see you again.